to think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous Phantom Thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this! Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry. You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it. You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya. Please don't take off my mask, revealing
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay. Oh!
What the hell are you doing here? Don't tell me you busted into prison to rescue me!
Join us, right? Come on, let's get you out of here!
Piece of cake. Hey, hey!
All right.
Well then.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Onijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal. Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us? Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart? Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird? Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? Believe you. I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that? I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
Well, like her history with men.
You're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into. So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then!
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one. Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then. Joker.
Do you have a moment? Oh? That settles it.
Okay.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace. Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time? I'm glad to see you remember.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
I feel somewhat nervous. Focus.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
it! Over there!
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her. Let us get after her, Joker. I can see it.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a player's club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you, after all. I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those. Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood! Manifest! Now, Robin! You got lucky.
You going or what? Screw you!
Persona!
Here he comes! Come at me, clown shoes! Screw you!
Persona!
It's immune to curse. I'd hoped we could end this quickly.
Persona!
You're right.
What's up, buddy? Write whatever you want in the chat.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Okay. So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Hey!
Make sure your clothes up.
Wow! Oh!
All right.
Hey! Okay. Hey! Huh? I see. What will you do? Yes. Then... Then...
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Hey!
If you keep watching, it's gonna be a second before I go fight, because right now I'm kind of like leveling up before I go.
He doesn't have any clues, but he's confident enough to say he can definitely catch the guy. No wonder he's a star detective. Even the way he talks about these things is different from us.
I'm about to start a level. In this game, they're called palaces. And I'm about to start a palace, and you're gonna go to sleep before I finish it. But there's a bunch of mini bosses in it. But it's like a whole thing, bro. Like in this whole game, there's 8 palaces. And this is my 6th palace. If I'm slurring, it's because I can't hear my words, bro. Because of my headphones. But anyway, I'm prepping. I'm about to go hang out with someone right now, and then I'm gonna crash out, and then I'm gonna go shop tomorrow to buy new weapons, and then I'm gonna go. This game's like Final Fantasy if you're in high school and you have to have a part-time job and go to high school. So I gotta do all kinds of shit.
Please consider what I have to say. Good evening. Thank you.
This is for me, bro. This is for me, and I was just like, why not stream it, you know? But after this, you're gonna want to get up because I'm gonna play a horror game.
Thank you. I see. Very well. Yes. Everyone. The most important thing is...
Like, this is like the most boring out of all my homies, but I just kick it with this fool to get stats.
However... Yes. Thank you. All right. Well then, I'll see you again.
Today's the day, fool. I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna buy new weapons, and then I'm going into the palace.
My sister is serious. Her determination to win this fight is reflected in that casino. She won't be easy to beat. I know that better than anyone. I want to understand our situation as soon as possible. Let's go to the palace today.
Hey, Justin, write this in the messages. Write this in the messages real fast. What's the most viewers you've ever had in this on YouTube?
Sorry. Perhaps I am getting a bit too high-strung, but I can't bear seeing my sister like this. We'll stop her, no matter what. If you're going by any chance, let me know. I'll make sure I'm ready at a moment's notice.
Yeah, that's the set. I had 2 or 3. I lost my Twitter thing. I mean, Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch instead.
Well... What's this about?
What do you want to do? Wow!
All right.
That's annoying.
As soon as it's after school, I'm about to go to the airsoft store and get new weapons. Hey, just so you know, Justin, all of this is real Japan. So, like, if you went to Japan and you walked around, it would look like this. It's Halloween, fool. I'm gonna take a picture.
Yo. Okay. We should be grateful. Alright. Alright, which one? How's that? It's that time of year when schools hold their athletic meets, huh? Huh? You like it? How's that? Come again.
Look, all my All my homies want to kick it with me, fool. Doesn't me look at my phone, they all want to kick it, but I'm gonna reject them all. I'm going in.
Okay.
Oh, Mako-chan. I didn't realize we'd take the same train.
Haru, what a coincidence. I was just thinking of you.
Oh, were you?
Yep. How should I put this? Our battles from this point forward are only going to get tougher, right? So, I've been reflecting on our approaches to combat in the hopes of finding some new tactics. In the end, I came up with something, but I realized I'll need your help with it.
Me? Sure. If I can be of any help, I'd love to work with you on this.
I appreciate it. So, what I'm thinking is...
Mako-chan?
Now that I think about it, this is probably going to sound rather absurd.
Don't worry. If it's your idea, Mako-chan, I'm sure it'll be great.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, ready to hear it?
Huh?
So, any thoughts?
What a great idea! I'd be honored to help.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope it works out.
You should make a Twitch account, bro. That's all for video games. I bet they get way more views than YouTube.
You come up with some pretty bold moves sometimes. I really look up to you for that.
Do you? I'm not sure how that makes me feel, but thank you.
The star will grant us our wish if it's based on such a great plan. I'm positive.
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout.
Can we just get started?
Forced investigation will take place on November 20th. That's our deadline this time.
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure? Didn't they want to catch us as soon as they possibly could?
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward. Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective Man. You sure know a lot about internal affairs.
Yes, he is quite promising.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me the inner workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd movements.
That would be helpful.
All right. Now then.
Let's start our war council.
Very well. Let us conclude this meeting. Oh?
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready?
This is the
It's
next
time for work.
level I'm on right here. I gotta beat this whole level. Oh shit. Contra los Leones, way? I don't even know who their QB is anymore because I don't pay attention like that.
Let's do it.
If you can hear me, fool, I'm in. I'm going in. But I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna play my other game. So if you wanna watch that, but that's hard.